Still 2 more clues for you. We'll do the next one in about 10 minutes' time. And as I say, we'll shut the phone lines down at 20 to 5 and find our winner for today to go forward to Friday. Now, it's the 10th Aldeburgh Food and Drink Awards coming up this year at the end of September. Schedules are already out with loads of national chefs and food writers heading to the county. But of course, it's also a great event for locals involved in the food industry. Jeremy Medley is with Infusions4chefs in Rougham. He'll have a developmental kitchen on display so that we can go along and try out loads of new gadgets. I just love it. Like if you go to the Ideal Home exhibition, there are always the gadgets, those must-have gadgets. And Jeremy, I guess, is going to have loads of those on hand for us to have a little look at. Afternoon, Jeremy.
Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So gadgets. I love gadgets. Don't we all love gadgets?
we do all love gadgets, and at Infusions here, we're all, a lot of the company are chefs. So we're all excited by the sort of stuff we get to do with on a daily basis.
Tell me a bit about the business, because I mean, you're there to sort of serve other chefs, aren't you, with all sorts of goodies?
Yeah, I mean, basically we have a few companies. Infusions really started up as a dry store company delivering to East Anglia and the local counties around 13 years ago. On the back of that, we work with some great chefs in Europe and we import their products, which we created a website, which is infusions4chefs.co.uk. And then on the back of that, we've just opened a shop and a cook school on site because the demand and appetite with the TV programmes, etc., for the general public to learn about what goes on in professional kitchens is so strong that we're driven by our customers really wanting us to show them the gadgets and the ingredients and the little tips that chefs use in the kitchen.
That's what I mean. You can tell when you go to shows and people watch chefs on stage. I mean, it is amazing how many little tips you can pick up. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole idea. When we were asked to come to the festival, obviously being a Suffolk-based business, it's ideal for us too. But it just means we can really interact with the public more. And, we've got a little area where we can have a little dimmer in the kitchen. There's a great oak table up there where we're going to actually have some people come and sit in front of us, and we're going to do some of the molecular stuff and some of the little tips and hints. And we're going to take a barbecue with us, a big egg barbecue by Monolith. And we're really going to show people the little things you can do at home to sort of spice up your dinner parties or, your afternoon snacks.
Because these sort of chemical things, all these foams and that have to freeze things and smoke. I mean, there are all sorts of chemical things these days, aren't there? And physics and all comes into play.
Yeah, I mean, cooking comes down to chemistry. I'll just have to stop you a second there because people often refer to it as chemical cooking. Most of these ingredients are naturally based from seaweeds and vegetable cellulose. So although it has the science abbreviation to it, all of it comes from natural ingredients, and it's things from seaweeds, etc. That's been used for several years in commercial cooking. That's actually now coming down into the domestic market where people want to make things like spherification, etc.
It's all right. I got muddled up with chemicals and chemistry because they're different things, aren't they? So I mean, tell me a bit about because the information I've got here is that you've worked with MasterChef, Great British Menu as well.
Yeah, so basically, a lot of people come to us for technology. We're only a small family business, but we've got sort of a big punch in the industry. We send stuff to Great British Menu. We work with those chefs. We also work with the guys that represent the UK in the Culinary World Cup and Culinary Olympics. We've had Adam that represented the UK in the Baku store here at our development kitchen, looking at new products and new things to do. So things you see on TV on Saturday Kitchen, we supply virtually everybody with technology and ingredients, to be honest.
So that's very exciting thing. You're here in Suffolk, but sort of influencing around the world, maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, the website does ship around the world, and we tend to work with a lot of guys like Fran and Albert Adria. Those were the two guys that really started the modernist cuisine movement at El Bulli, and we import their ingredients to the UK. But we're a lot of guys that are chefs in the business, and we really enjoy and we're really passionate about what we do. And if we like stuff, we tend to think that most people like it. And now we just see it filtering down to domestic cooks and people that are really hobby chefs at home.
So, do you develop your own stuff, or is this all other people's that you've found? Or do you spend your days sitting there and thinking of new gadgets and new ways of doing things?
It's a mixture of everything. We tend to go and find stuff from people, but because we work really closely with chefs, we get to see the new things that are coming in anyway. Sometimes we do development where we develop new things and processes ourselves, and other times we actually bring stuff in. But it's the actual getting to sharing of the product, and hence why we were asked by a lot of customers if they could come and shop on site. So we opened the Ice Cook School and Cook Shop. just outside Bury St Edmunds, so you can actually come in and see the stuff in action and actually experience it from, making basic bread to doing the really advanced techniques that if you're really passionate about it, we can, take you all through water bath cooking, which is the latest incarnation in the kitchens these days.
As my husband's gone pale at the thought of me even being let anywhere near a shop like that. I think I'd want everything, I reckon.
Well, unfortunately, we have the same experience. Well, it's fortunately for us, again, it's unfortunately for the other half. But we all love cooking, and the more we can share with people, the better for us.
So is water bath, I've seen them use it on telly, is that the thing that I should be thinking about then to use at home?
It's an amazing piece of kit, and to be honest, the reason professional kitchens use them so much is because it brings consistency. But the great thing about using it in the home, it means that rather than you have to stay in the kitchen and try and look over everything, it gives you time to be able to enjoy the social occasion when you've got people around, which to me, cooking is about enjoying it and sharing with people around you. It's not just about being isolated in a little kitchen and sweating yourself to death, to supply food for somebody.
So Aldeburgh Food and Drink, have you been there before to the festival?
No, we haven't been there before, but obviously we've heard about it, but we're really, really excited to go. We've got a great pitch. We're going to have some of our chefs there. We're doing a demo on the main stage as well, so we're just really looking forward to sharing, with everyone in the county and all the visitors that are going to come to it, because it's an absolutely amazing thing. We've heard a lot about it, but this is going to be our first toe in the water.
I reckon we need to get you to come and tell us more. Get you to come and sit on the sofa and tell us a bit more about the business. It sounds amazing.
We're really lucky, to be honest.
Oh, we sound as if we're lucky in Suffolk to have you here as well. So we'll look forward to seeing you at the Aldeburgh Food and Drink Festival. And I'll get Matt to explain what our sofa is, and I'll see if we can persuade him to come and sit on the sofa and tell us more. Doesn't that sound amazing? So it's Jeremy Medley. It's Infusions4chefs in Rougham. And did you hear they've got that shop? So if you're into your cookery, you can go along and have a look at all those latest gizmos as well. We'll mention more, but of course, 10th Aldeburgh Food and Drink Awards happening from the 26th of September. It's all over that weekend at Snake Maltings. But then there is, of course, the Fringe Festival right through until the 11th of October. You can look at their website, book in for some of those masterclasses if you want to take part in those. And just make sure you know the date so you can turn up. Travel news on the way.